Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to this video. In this video, we're going to talk about compound percentages. Now, compound interest is a way of earning money in banks, and it's used all the time for investments. Now, let's take a look at the questions that have compound interest. Let's take a question here. Okay. Let's take one of these questions here. Let's take question 5. Um, let's take question 8. Yes. I'm trying to choose a question that covers the whole thing, but I will mix some questions, okay? Because questions are a little bit different. Sometimes they will ask you how much money or how much it's worth after a while, and sometimes they will ask you what is the difference or what's the amount of money added after a certain amount of years. Okay? Now, compound interest, as we said, it has a rule by itself, or let's say a formula that's used to answer questions regarding compound interest. First, let's take a look at the question here. A car is bought for 50 euros, 50,000 euros. The value of the car depreciates by 5% each year. What is the value of the car after 5 years? First, let me write the formula of the compound interest here. It's the original multiplied by a bracket like this, and this bracket uh, has a certain value inside of it. This will give you the new value, okay? Let me finish it first, and then new value. This formula is used to find the original or to find the new value after compound interest. Basically, inside the brackets, you'll have 100, and then you have plus minus. I'll show you how. 100. Let me put a line and the percent. And you'll have a plus minus sign inside of it here. And I'll explain what's the meaning of plus minus, okay? And power of years, the power of years over here, okay? This is the formula of compound interest that we use to answer or solve problems regarding compound interest. Let's make it bigger, maybe you can see it. Power of years. So basically, we take the original, multiply it by 100 plus minus. Plus minus means it depends on the question here. If this one is increase, you're going to use plus. If it's decrease or depreciate, you're going to use minus. And then this is the percent. And here divide 100 and then power of years, which is the years given in the question. And then this calculation will give you the new value that they want. Now, let's use it on this question here. The original is 50,000. This time depreciates. It means we're going to use subtraction or minus. And the percent is 5. And the years are 5, so the power of 5. And this is how you fill the gaps here. Let's start with the original. So we say 50,000 times, let's do the bracket inside. Okay. So we have 100. As we said, because it's depreciate, it means minus. The percent is 5. Okay. Like this. And then over 100 like this. Make sure that you write it in the correct way, even in the calculator, because the slightest change will change the whole answer. Now the years are in 5, so 5 years. Now you just plug this in the calculator and it will calculate the whole thing for you. So let's do it in the calculator. So we have 50,000 times a bracket of 100 minus 5, as we said. And we said it's minus because it's depreciating or it's lowered. And then divide by 100. And then you close the bracket and you do the power of 5. 5. And the answer is 38,689. So the answer equals 38,689.046. Now, when you round this to the nearest euro, it will be 38,689 euros without the decimals here, okay? So that's the final answer. After depreciating, after 5 years, it will become 38,689. And this is how you answer questions regarding compound interest. Now, in other questions, sometimes they will give you the new value and they will give you the compound interest with the increase or decrease. If the sign is positive, it's increase. If it's negative, it's decrease. And they will give you the time taken for that increase or decrease, and they will ask you to find the original. This means you're going to use the same formula here, and you're going to fill the gaps and then find the missing numbers. So here, this is a compound percentage. This means the P will be 12. And because it's positive, I'm going to use plus, and the power in time is years. And the new value, I'll put it over here. So focus on the formula and how to use it. Okay. So first, I'm going to write the original as original value, or A, or V, I'm sorry, equals, sorry, not equals, no, times. I'm going to follow the same formula first, and then I'm going to rearrange it. So here we have brackets, this, follow the same steps, okay? Fill the gaps, and then rearrange the formula. So basically here, the new value, so the new value is 180, like this. And then we have the power of years, the power of 3, okay? And inside the bracket, we have the 100, as we said. If it's plus, you write plus, and then the percent is 12, and then over 100, okay? Make sure that you're following the right steps even in the calculator, because a slight mistake will change the whole answer. Now I do the calculations. First, I leave the OV as it is, like this, or the original value, times. I'll do the calculation for this one first. So I'll put it inside brackets. I'll make a fraction, 100 plus 12, and then over 100. Make sure you close the bracket and do the power of 3. If you don't close the bracket, the power will be on the 12 only. So make sure that you're following the right steps. This one is 1.404928. I'm going to write the whole number. I don't want to lose any decimal. If I lose any decimal, it will change the whole answer. So 1.4, 928, and then equals 180. Now I want to rearrange to find the original value. This one is multiplied. It means I have to take this to the other side by dividing. So the original value here, original value will equal 180, 180, put it here, sorry, yes. So 180 divide 1.404928. So you divide these by each other to find the original value. Let me do it with a calculator. So the OV will equal 108, 180, I'm sorry, divide 1.40928. So 1.44928. And the final answer is 128.120. So 128.1. And if I want to round it, it's going to be 128. So the original value will be 128. As I said, rounding should be at the end of the question with the answer. Because if you round in the middle, this means you're going to change the numbers in the answer. So focus on the steps, focus on the formula that we used. We use this to find the new value or the original, depending on the question that we have. And focus on the plus minus part, because if it's increase, it's plus. If it's decrease, it's minus. And this is how you answer a question like this. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.